In today's video, Dog Squad, we are going to be back at previews for the Cowboys this season. First preseason game for the Dallas Cowboys starts tomorrow at 3:30 p.m. Central Time on NFL Network against the LA Rams, which I don't think we have our starters playing. I'm still hoping CD gets extended. I'm hoping we can get some more extended as well. So that's what we'll be doing today, previewing it just like normally, but not as much probably since it is since it is a preseason game, so not as much. Den Boys reports, I'll be starting to post a lot more starting, I guess, tomorrow and throughout the season. So I'll have the game preview page over on the community post, just like always, post and on the Boys reports, and then I also have a recap video also. And I was going to be live tomorrow, but I have something to do at 5:30, so I can't. And then next week, I don't know, it's at 9 p.m. The next week I should, because that's like a 3:30 p.m. I think on a Sunday. Hopefully I maybe can for that. I don't know if it's Sunday or Saturday. But, so yeah, that'll be good to do. And then excited for live stream, hopefully to do Cowboys Browns. Hopefully a lot more live streams than last year this year. So, but now without further ado, let's get right in this video, Dog Squad. As you can see, we got the thing right back in the start of the slide here. Cowboys and Rams Week 1, NFL preseason preview. We got everything back here. So now let's begin. We have both teams, of course, sitting on 0-0, and it will restart once Week 1 hits for the regular season, which I'm very excited for. Dallas is favored to actually win this game. I don't know how the backup situation is going for either team, but said Marvin Harrison Jr. Marquise Brown. Am I wrong? They said that he was out, but it was Marquise Brown's out. Anyways, Cowboys and Rams preseason Week 1 game preview. So Dallas is favored to win this game. I don't know what LA's doing. I think they have some of their starters in. I think they may have Stafford and Kupp and all of them in for a little bit. Dallas does not. So that's another thing that maybe we'll talk about. But let's get right down to business. So Sunday at 3:30 p.m. Central Time at SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles, California on NFL Network. Basic stuff there. All right, predict the score for me in the comments section below. Of course, we did this last year. Pretty same. This is when I got into the slideshow. It's based off last year's wild card game because that was the last thing I made. That was the last preview I made just to keep all the slides going. Predict the score. 24-17 I have Dallas, and I'll have the box score at the end of this preview as well. Type Dow for the Cowboys and type LAR for the Rams in the comments section below. Key players and groups to watch for the Cowboys. Now, for these previews this year, I will not do the other team. If you want a full, I am doing Cowboys previews for a reason, and it's just to overlook. Now, if it's comparing stats or something, but a slide will have something to do with Dallas, so I will not be doing the other team. Key players, the groups, I would say QB Trey Lance. If we were perhaps, which I don't yet, they're right about giving Trey Lance a start, but I still don't think you need to throw top 10 QBs away because of playoff success, because that means no QB should be getting paid. I mean, the only way I would say would be the money situation. And you know how Jerry was with CD, so therefore I can see that happening. But if anything was like that to happen, if you wanted to give Trey Lance a start, well, you need to see what he's going to do tomorrow against the LA Rams. Even if it's a backup team, you need to see, is he willing to play in a game for the first time since 2022. And that was actually only week 3, I believe. Rookies, look, these are rookies' time to shine. Are they able to stay on the team? Or are they going to get cut by the Dallas Cowboys? How can they do against and that's for the Rams too. Rookies on this Cowboys team, you obviously know it's different than the NFL. Were they good enough in the NFL also? And in college, will they begin the NFL? Will they stay? That's who to watch for tomorrow. Are they enough to be on the roster, and we should watch out for them? We need to look at running backs too, because if one of them is a star and one of them is better than Zeke or Rico, because Zeke's getting older and Rico, I'd still maybe think should be running back 1. I don't know if Zeke should be running back 1 or not, but Deuce is, he's fine. I like to see him last year play, but I would like to see him again. We got some running backs that we need to watch for here. D linemen, of course. We do have some empty spot in the D linemen. We do have, of course, Oso, Digizua. And we do have, I forgot who it was. We lost, we did lose Dante Fowler and all that, and we did, so we did lose a lot and some of our key D linemen, but we do have some openings from Parsons and, Lawrence, and honestly, you're going to need to see if what D lineman maybe can catch up to that, because in the future years, if one of them leave, and if Mike also doesn't get extended, you need to find for something also there. All right, what to do to win? Look, it's obviously a preseason game, so we're only focusing on youngsters. Youngsters play smart. I don't care. You need to be able to play smart. I mean, mentality in the preseason game, mentality in an NFL game for some of these rookies. That is exactly why they need to play smart. It's the same thing that goes to the bottom one. Are they going to handle the NFL well, or are they going to fall apart? That's another key, and you don't want that to happen tomorrow. I mean, that's basically it. Youngsters need to play smart, hold on to football, not make dumb decisions. I understand you're in the NFL. You can do it week one. It's fine. But, of course, you need to. You're also playing for a spot on the team, especially if you're a rookie, especially if also maybe you're not a rookie, but you've been playing in the NFL for quite a while, or you're just young in general. And please, no turnovers or actually penalties. I don't want these group of guys to become penalty boys. I don't know who's playing tomorrow, if there are any starters, but please no turnovers or no penalties. Like, we don't want to be a messy team with our backups or anything. Don't do that. I understand. Let's just not do that tomorrow in a preseason game. Thank you. Just don't. All right, question for the Dog Squad. Let me know, how will Trey Lance do? How will he do? That is the question. I mean, we're determined. We're kind of curious to see what he's going to do. He hasn't played in a couple years, and what is he going to be right now, QB2 or QB3? Will he take Cooper Rush's spot in the QB position? And that's our main question. And is preseason. Now, I don't know if Rush is playing. Rush didn't have the best preseason last year, so determines also, but we have seen Rush in the playoffs, or not playoffs, regular season, do pretty well. But it's just a question we've all wanted to know: how will Trey Lance do? That is the main question. All right. So now I did say there would be no slide with the Cowboys, but this is a comparison. This isn't really also just to do it, but this is a comparison also, since it's week one. You have depth chart. I probably won't do this next week. All right, but you have CeeDee Lamb. Oh, this is 2022. Oh, I grabbed the wrong one, I think. Okay, that is not good. Okay, you know what? Let me grab it. Here we are. So, as you can see, Cowboys and now Rams, they're both from the past. This is the Cowboys depth chart. Now, it did say CeeDee was removed from the active roster, so I don't know why they're saying that. But apparently he is a receiver right now. Oh, now I know why. Hold on. I think, so Cook's right now, it looks like he's out of the situation of right now. I don't know. Cooks, Turpin, and then Jalen Tolbert. And then he's got all these. And then Dak Prescott up top. Zeke, Hunter. I mean, you can see some of these guys playing tomorrow. Maybe Luke Schoonmaker. You can see some of this backup O-linemen playing tomorrow. Maybe see Chuma Adoga after a couple years. Sometimes he was kind of trying to get in last year due to Tyron Smith injuries, but he's not playing anymore. So I think he might honestly be on the. Actually, I think he's on the list now. Yeah, he's on the roster, I think, now. But he's gonna may have to play tomorrow too. Tyler Guyton. Oh, no, Tyler Guyton should be on here. I don't know why. Chuma Adoga should be. Okay, so I think that's right. Mike Parsons, Mozzie Smith. That's who I was thinking of. Yeah, Mozzie Smith, that our first round pick from Michigan last year, who didn't have the best year. Carl Davis could be definitely in there. Sam Williams was hurt. This is of a couple days ago. Harvey could be in there. Yonway Thomas, yeah. Malik Hooker, okay. So these are all right. Looks like Jordan Lewis, Devon Clark. Marquise Bell probably going to get some, maybe. I've seen him a lot playing in the starting position, or at least out on Sundays, Mondays, Thursdays, or whatever. And that's about it. And then a lot of these guys, probably Hendershot's probably going to get some reps too. Malik Davis needs to get some reps. Royce Freeman. Definitely Royce Freeman. He was actually pretty good at one point. And then Brandon Aubrey kicking. I don't know if he's actually doing that tomorrow. But a lot of these, yeah. So those are the depth chart. And then the Rams, I don't know what's going on. You got Bennett, yeah. Okay, so Blake Corum could probably running tomorrow. Tutu Atwell, some of these guys, and I don't know if he's starting. Yeah, I'll get to that in a second. Starting. I don't know who's starting, but this is apparently the depth chart for them this season. So, yeah. I mean, I only have the offensive situation right now. These are, you can see a lot of this. Tutu Atwell, Blake Corum. Yeah, Blake Corum out of Michigan. I'm sure he's going to get some reps tomorrow. Garoppolo out. So I guess Stafford's playing, and then I guess we'll see. He's suspended. Maybe Bennett's going to start playing. I'm not sure what's going to go on with him. All right, I don't have the urgency to get it done with Jerry Jones. Bro, I looked at the cap space with them. I understand, but you literally have to pay your guy. Your cap space, I don't think is going to go that down because you pay CeeDee Lamb. You're going to have to pay him eventually. Pay him and then see what Dak and Micah do this year. And honestly, we'll see. Because if you don't want to pay him $60 million, I get it. And I get he's older. And the situation right now, if Dallas never had this situation, we wouldn't be worrying about Dak Prescott leaving. Because it's the same situation on the others. And also, if it was on the Cowboys, it wouldn't get hated as much. But we're not worried about Dak right now. I'm worried about CeeDee. He's going to leave somehow, and then we're going to be done with the receivers. Because we do have Cooks, but he's definitely not as good as Lamb. Lamb's been good for a long time now, since college, and he's not wanting to pay him. I just don't get him. I don't get him. Why do we do everything so different? I don't understand, Jerry. What is your problem? I don't understand. I don't. I just don't understand. You can pay CeeDee. It's not... There's got to be a reason you're not paying. I mean, Stephen Jones says he's going to pay all his starters, but it's just all words, no actions. Everyone's been saying it. No words, no actions. And the people not wanting to spend his stuff, of course, I'm asking for some more jerseys. But still, and no fans showing up to training camp. It's just sad right now. I'm just hoping we get a playoff win. It's not Super Bowl expectations. I think we'll get a playoff win, but it'll probably just be the same result. Losing the division round to the 49ers. It's not going to be any different until things are shown. Until things are until things are fixed like this crap, we will not be doing anything. Just saying. Until the crap like this is not a problem and we can actually get some stuff that'll fix it. Now, we did well. I think we didn't do too bad in the draft. But I honestly think we should have gotten a running back in free agency. You can still pay your players. If you were smart enough, you pay your players next year. Dak and Micah weren't holding out. You pay CeeDee. Now, I understand you had to pay CeeDee, but then again, you're still not paying him, and you didn't even go after a running back. I get it if you went to right to paying CeeDee, and then you went to and you didn't get a running back. Well, you did pay your best receiver. I get that. And you did get back Zeke for the red zone situations, and you did get back, but you should have probably fixed also the running back game, which I understand you do have doubt of, but you released Tony Pollard for what reason? Was he on a contract? Was he done with the contract or something? Maybe. Because it wasn't really his fault, I don't think. It was just, and you did get some O-line, but they left as well. So, you did draft some O-linemen, but you kept losing guys, and you had to draft them. Drafting was fine, but you just didn't really do as much as in free agency as you should. I would say the drafting was good from Jerry this year. You did do this with that, but not extending any of your guys and not getting the running back situation, not doing any of that is what makes me mad. You've got to do something, and I will be glad if he paid CeeDee, because that means he's going to come back and he's going to help the team. Then it'd be like, okay, great. Thank you, Jerry, for doing that. I still think paying a running back wouldn't have been as big of a deal because you can pay your stars later. But besides CeeDee, because obviously his situation now. I guess Jerry didn't think his situation with CeeDee would happen. But I think maybe you still had a shot of paying CeeDee. Paying a running back this season, paying Joe Mixon. You're saying all in that you never did and never went for Derrick Henry or anything like that. Derrick Henry literally thought he was going to get a call too. It doesn't make sense. I think he still should have gotten them. Your cap space goes. You still will have enough for next year to pay Dak and all of them. And I don't understand. If you didn't know about CeeDee Lamb's situation, why didn't you get a running back? There were things that could have been solved, and you also could have maybe traded or something for maybe something like that besides picking up Zeke or someone like that. Or maybe picking up some guys that play in the NFL for a D lineman, because you picking up youngsters, like Osa's fine, and you did pick up Mozzie, but I just feel like there could have been more than Jerry does, and this puts the icing on the cake, and this is exactly why this is why he can be part of the problem. There's some things I'll take up for him, but there's some other parts that's just not, I don't understand. Like this, and maybe part of the problem also, they're not getting that running back you needed when you had the chance. You have enough cap space. Jordan Love, Packers paid Jordan Love, and they also paid Josh Jacobs. And now you're worried. You had enough time, I believe. Packers could be in a completely different situation because it was lower, but you would have had time next year to pay your starters in the following year. So, all right, box score predictions with specifics. I did say with specifics, but I kind of deleted that because I don't really know who's playing for the Rams and who's really playing for the Cowboys. So I tried looking, but they kept telling me the depth chart. So the first quarter is 3-3, tied, 10-10, the second quarter, so good. Then it gets third quarter where Dallas starts getting back and gets into it, extends the lead. Then they let a touchdown, and Dallas wins. 24-17 tomorrow. They go over the spread. And then injury news, Dak does not practice because of some injury, but I think he'll be fine. CD, still out. Micah actually is at running back, was actually practicing running back at Dallas' training camp. So if he gets put in tomorrow, that's going to be really funny, and I'll be good. And Vaughn is hurt, so yeah, never mind. I don't think Vaughn's playing. But anyways, that's going to be it for today, Dog Squad. Thank you so much for watching. I enjoyed doing this preview and hope the Cowboys succeed this year, which I don't know if it's going to happen. Probably not since we haven't seen it, but hopefully the Cowboys can get the least of the dub tomorrow and have another great season and at least get to the playoffs, and I think they will. But I'm still a Cowboys fan, DC for life, and I love wearing these jerseys. I'm going to keep buying more, too. At least that's for my birthday. Birthday's in a couple weeks. Also, I will make it a notice. I will make this on my community post in Discord. I am going, I may make this a short, too, but I am going to another Cowboys game this year. That is right. I'm going to the Buccaneers at Cowboys game, Week 16. And I'm very excited to tell that all y'all. So I may make it short later, so maybe stay tuned either today or tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching, and come back next time for more. We'll have predictions, then a soon and a playoff prediction for Super Bowl champion. Next time, peace.